gonna tell you real quick how I overcame these covert narcissists. Covert is very different from a regular narcissist. Regular narcissists is they just free about what the fuck they do. They don't care. It's either you gonna do what they say or you not gonna. They don't want you to do nothing at all. That's a narcissist. It's like they want to hound you. They want to control you. They want to make sure that you don't get out of their sight, because when a narcissist claims you, they got this thing in their mind where it's like, you ain't no way you don't want to be over here. You feel me? But I overcame the covert part of that. The people that don't say nothing like that, but they got it in their hearts. It's all in their actions. That's why I studied, you feel me, body language and manipulation and things like that. Because before any of these situations happened, I already felt the energy, like it's something off, like it's something that you're not saying. Your body is telling me, but you're not saying it. And on top of that, covert narcissists like to pile on, they like to love bomb. They like to pile on compliments or pile on, you know, things that, are evident. It's like, yeah, you should want me to succeed. You should want me to be great. But deep down, you don't want that. You feel me? And it's crucial because when you notice these things, they will gaslight you. They will make it seem like, nah, that you wasn't hearing that right. You wasn't seeing that right. This is what you said. And they'll be sure about what they think you said, but they'll be unsure about what the fuck they said. And when it comes up in conversation, it's just deny. And it's a firm deny. It's not no hesitant deny. It's like, no. Even if they lying. You feel me? And that's the scary part. That's why I cut off a lot of my family members, because they are this way. They like to speak behind you and say nothing to your face, and then when it does come to the point where they gonna say something to your face, it's all love. It's all, oh, good job, oh, this, oh, that, oh, remember when I supported you, remember when I did this, remember when I did that. Like, it's niggas in my family that supported things that I've done, and they have not looked at anything that they bought. They just bought it to say, look, I supported you now. Like, when I met my dad, I was so happy. I was so happy because I had lived a very big part of it without him. And I was the type of kid, I was always a whimsical type of kid, man. I remember once blowing a fucking dandelion, like wishing to meet my dad. Like, for real, bro. That's how excited I was. And that's how much I felt like I would meet him. I kept saying it all the time, like, I'm gonna meet my dad. Like, people would tell me too, like, you gonna get to meet your dad one day. And I would believe him. And so when I met him, one of the happiest days of my life. And when I found out that he was a covert narcissist, it was at the end of our relationship. It was at the end. And it took me, man, bro, I'm telling you, that was one of the most heartbreaking things to me. But on to stay on topic of what I was talking about, my dad would throw money. He would just, oh, we gonna do this, we gonna hang out, we gonna do this. And he would come through sometimes. You feel me? Sometimes he would come through, but majority of the time he would just be talking. And then he would just give money, like, I'm doing these things for you, like, you don't got what you want to talk to me about. I remember my dad said, when I was 19, I was on the phone with my dad one day, And I'm like, when am I gonna get to hang out with you? And he told me, you're too old to be hanging out. You feel me? And I'm sure that wasn't nothing to him, but I'm an emotional being. I'm an emotional person. Like, I take everything into account. Like, I pay attention to detail at its finest. And I'm going based off of that. So, like, when people think I'm acting funny, it's because I didn't seen something. I peeped something. And because I know how people are, I'm not gonna approach you and say, well, did you do that? Knowing damn well you might lie. And the funny thing is, it was one time recently, this person had took something of mine. And it wasn't mine, but I was using it. You feel me? And I straight up walked over and I'm like, did you take this from this certain spot? She like, no. I'm like, okay. So where did you get that one from? And she's like, well, I got it from you know, stuttering and things. And I'm like, thank you. I don't have time to go back and forth with you, especially if I know what I know. And like I be saying, if I'm wrong, let God do it. Let God do it. That's why I get away from people when shit begin to happen. Because God will do it. I don't have to say nothing. I don't have to do nothing. None of that. God gonna do it. God can do it better than I can all day. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, when I met my dad, it was a different thing. So when I figured that out, it was just kind of like, it took me, man, bro. It took me back. Like, it sat me the fuck down. I was so hurt by that because it came out of nowhere, and I was just kind of like, and then I gradually got over it, because one thing that made me really get over it is because you don't recall the conversation. You just saying anything. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. And then you're gonna apologize for saying anything. I'm not the one. I'm not the one. You could do that to everybody else. But I'm not the one. You could be like, oh, I'm sorry, I just didn't mean that. There's some things that you just don't mean in life. And you said some specific shit, my nigga. It was kind of like that was coming from the depths. I don't know what it be when people talk to me and it's just like, nah, you know? It's like, man, it was a big argument me and my dad had. And this was really the first time I was able to really have a conversation and really speak about my side, or what you think I'm acting like. You feel me? Because I'm not going to lie. I don't have nothing to lie about. And, you know, during this conversation, he said, you need to change your attitude. And at this time, I'm just acting like I know what's up. Which is, I know my family has been talking about me. But these niggas they don't hurt as much as my mom's side of the family. Like, when my mom's side of the family, when my mom was on that, and she doing her little covert shit, I was like, damn, like, so you really gonna lie to me? I'm like, I know what I heard. Because I was right there when you said it. For sure. You feel me? But that opened the door to wanting to understand these things. That's what made me read the Laws of Nature by Robert Greene. That's what made me get into certain books and try and figure out and try and see patterns and, what is this and what is this. And I tell you, I didn't want to believe it was any of them. I didn't want to believe none of that because I wouldn't do it. I'm not a person like that. There's just some things that you can't fathom that happen because you wouldn't do it. Because you can't see anything like that happening. That's the only reason. And that's so crucial, bro. That's so crucial. But yeah, bro, I had to cut off everybody. And the thing to me is like, this is nobody's ever done this, and like, I've not had no example of these things. I've not had no example of a person maneuvering a covert narcissist, bro. I've not had no examples of niggas speaking to these covert narcissists like they know what they're doing. I've never seen it. And so this journey for me is different. It's cool because I love to be able to read things like this. I love to be able to read into things like this. But it's hard, bro. It's not hard, but it gets a little difficult. I'm a fucking human trying to understand what God is trying to give me so I can use it. Something no one's ever done. All I've seen was follow. And I was told to lead as a kid. And so this is the crucial thing, because when things contradict, when you're told one thing and shown another thing, and then you try to do what you're told and not what you shown, it's a problem. Because I told you that just because I was told that. I told you that just because I tried to do it and I couldn't do it. Now you gonna go fucking do it? Motherfucker. That's how it be, bro. It's like, I only told you those things. I didn't expect your ass to go do them, because I didn't fucking do them. And I don't know that what I'm showing you is going to ultimately play out. But, man, bro, God showed me things, bro. God said you can't have the word without the action. You can't point no finger and you the one to fucking blame. People gonna project all day. Especially if you don't know them, bro. And if you weak-minded, you're gonna accept what they're fucking feeding you. You're gonna accept those low vibrational things that they keep on saying that's true about them, but they too fucking focused on outside of their lives. They can't see that it's them. We all reflections of each other, bro. We all reflections, whether higher or lower, and we do things in a different way. That's what makes us all unique. That's why no two people are the same. It's just a difference. But there's gonna be a part two of this, so I don't want to speak too long. I love y'all. Be well.